Science here with Cindy.
Hi.
And we have a few lightning questions. First guitar you ever built, what was it like?
The first guitar I ever built was one with Rick because I was learning at that point. So it was like, okay, we're gonna make like a downsized, basically Telecaster style model. So it's a mini Tele. It's actually at home. I wish I brought it in.
Oh.
It was a mini Tele, and we did. It was my first time basically doing anything with that. I used to, do some stuff at home and everything with woodworking, just a little bit, but a lot of electronic stuff, biasing amps and things. But in terms of the building, yeah, that was the first one. Chelsea Hotel wood for the neck, and then the body was actually, we did half and half, kind of like a sandwich. So yeah, the top half of it was gunstock quilted maple, and then the back half was old growth swamp ash that Rick had, because he used to get a lot of reclaimed lumber starting back in the 70s when he was down in Maryland on the farms and stuff. So he was getting old hard rock maple, the old swamp ash.
Wow.
Gaboon ebony, all that stuff. And for that one, I wanted to kind of, having the art background, I wanted to kind of work with some illustration and stuff. And so I did sort of a collage of some illustrations out of one of my tarot decks called Tarot of the Cat People. So I did a bunch of illustrations of that on the back, and my grandfather had died, who was very close with me and basically kind of raised me a lot of my life. He had passed away a little bit before then, so I did a little thing more zabalto in there for him that I kind of hid for myself.
Little secret message.
Yeah, he was a mechanic in the Korean War and worked on the old bombers, and his basically section of everything, their slogan was more zabalto. So
wow.
So I thought that was cool. But that was my first build, yeah.
And you have it with
yeah,
you.
And I actually just played my first show in over 15 years using that on the last song.
You'll have to share it with us.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Dream artist to build for? Do you have anybody?
Dream artist to build for, if he was still alive, would have been Rowan S. Howard.
Cool.
Big Rowan S. Howard fan. Our cat's name, one of them's named Rowan, the other one's Lixa.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think he's kind of number one for me.
For you. Well, that's great.
But, yeah.
Yeah. What's the best part of building a guitar?
The best part of building? Don't ask Rick that question. What'd you say, Rick? Best part of the build? I don't know. I was thinking about it the other day. I always think about that. Yeah. I love every part of it. There's so many different cool things because, pulling nails out, you get to kind of hammer away at, the wood. And it's so satisfying pulling those old 1800s iron cut nails out of the wood in one piece. I love that,
So it's a whole process
making,
from beginning.
Fun. I mean, yeah, it depends. And in 13 years now, I've never built anything the same. I don't do the artwork to the exact T over again.
Very
ever.
Unique.
I really like to keep all my stuff like 100% unique. So like for this one, for example, this thing's a whole lot of fun and it's super complicated, but I never quite, I've done some stuff where Rick's built some crazy guitars and I've done artwork on it, but I think this is just about the craziest order I've gotten so far in terms of the technicalities of figuring out how to make all this work. Like the eye on here is gonna light up red. I'm putting an LED in there, so the switch is gonna be over here to put it on and off. It's gonna like glow red through, and I have to carve all of this down still. It's gonna kind of be all black for the background, and then all of this is gonna be detailed wood burned with all the scales and painted kind of all warm tone to go with the brass inlays.
Do you sketch it out
Everything.
beforehand?
The sketch, I did sketch this one out. It's very different in a way from what it's, kind of coming together like.
More of a surprise too.
Yeah.
What music do you blast while working?
What music do we blast while working? In the shop,
Yeah.
We have BGO on a lot. That's like Rick's standard radio station here. And I'll have to tell you, when I started here, because I grew up with punk and rock and roll and oldies and all that stuff, Southern rock. But when I started here, he had the jazz station, the not BGO, WBGO.
WBGO.
Everybody gets confused here when I say BGO. WBGO. It was, you know, in the boombox out front. I was sitting at the computer answering the phone, and the boombox guy, I'm going, oh man, this might be the deal breaker. No, I don't. I like jazz. I like some, but that's the thing I'm still kind of learning. Okay. How to appreciate 100%. A lot, you know, the classics and stuff I can dig, and we have a lot of the rarer guys here too, which I like. But yeah, blues, punk, goth rock. I mean, we're all over the place here.
Whatever's inspiring that day, I guess.
Yeah, surf stuff. Yeah, yeah. I mean, having such a, you know, I'm pretty broad in terms of all the different stuff I'm into. Nothing really mainstream.
Okay.
You know, it's mostly underground stuff, old stuff, or you know.
Who inspires your art?
Everything.
Yeah.
You know, talking earlier with you about my cathedral model, which was my first sort of signature model that I ever made. I actually ended up in the back of St. John the Divine one day uptown, and I didn't realize that that's where it was, and I just went, wow, what is this place, you know? And I was looking at all the statues and the architecture, and I walked around it, and I went home and I called Rick and I said, I gotta do a cathedral guitar. So everything on that was based around, you know, the artwork and everything. But for me, and something that's always kind of kept my head up, I guess, is I try to find inspiration in everything. My first real mentor, who I'm still in touch with, Roman Zokowski, is my high school art teacher.
Wow.
But I'm still buddies with him. But he told me something in high school that was really cool, and this was, you know, an art class, so we were drawing stuff, and he knows that I was one of those people that I would start sketching and I'd be ripping pages out of the book and throwing them away, never keeping anything. But he told me to always draw something that you're not interested in. And if you really, you know, it's like if you're really having trouble with something, flip the page over, draw it upside down or something if you're working from a photograph or whatever, but always draw something that you have no interest in. And ever since I kind of did that and took that to heart here and there, you know, throughout the years, I try to find, you know, beauty and inspiration and whatever. And it's a wood, something happening on the street, I don't know.
Amazing.
So yeah, I mean, it really kind of comes from all different stuff. One of my tea styles years ago, I had come across this picture of a man's pocket square and tie.
Yeah.
And it was this beautiful amber gold reddish like paisley print, and I saved the picture on my phone, and at some point it was just like, I gotta make a paisley guitar with that color scheme visual inspiration. And sure enough, I got an order from it. So that guy's guitar ended up being this really cool double leather face thing, hand painted paisley, the same kind of, you know, tones and stuff. So yeah, like these inlays are taken from inspiration of one of the Dungeons and Dragons chain weapons.
Oh, okay.
So he kind of broke the chain links down, and I'm gonna, you know, go over all those. But yeah, the inspiration's all over the place.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you.